next example, it's the same thing, but now we're talking about radians. So we need to determine where does 5 pi over 4 terminate on a unit circle in radians. So just to remember, recall here, 180 degrees is pi, so that would be like 4 pi over 4. So we need to go another fourth out here. This is 5 pi over 4. Okay, and so then going back to the x-axis, here's my right angle. This is my reference angle in here, even though this whole thing all the way to there is my standard angle, all the way to this spot, okay? So what is the difference from 5 pi over 4 to 4 pi over 4? Well, we went 1 pi over 4 more, I should say. So my reference angle is pi over 4. So then I can go back and use my notes, which I think I tucked under here. So 5 pi over 4 is the same thing as 45 degrees. So it's all of these that we just used in that last example. So we have sine of pi over 4 is equal to 1 over root 2. Cosine of pi over 4 is also 1 over root 2. And tangent of pi over 4 is equal to 1. So then we can assign the signs based on being in the third quadrant. Okay, so for quadrant 3, that means that both of these are going to be negative, sine and cosine. So I have sine of 5 pi over 4 is equal to negative 1 over root 2. Cosine of 5 pi over 4 is equal to negative 1 over root 2. And tangent of 5 pi over 4 is positive, so that just stays positive 1. All right, please pause the video and try the practice. All right, hopefully you're back. You tried this practice problem. So we are going to draw a little picture here, our unit circle. Okay, so let's see. This is going to be pi again, and that would be 6 pi over 6. I'm just using that same denominator to determine that. So 7 pi over 6 is going to be like over here somewhere. Yes, this is 7 pi over 6. So I need, this is that 7 pi over 6 angle. This little angle in here is my reference angle. So my reference angle is going to be 7 pi over 6 minus 6 pi over 6. Well, that's just 1 pi over 6. So my reference angle is pi over 6, which I can go back to that first chart, and that is the same thing as 30 degrees. So I'm going to use that for all these. Sine of pi over 6 would have been equivalent to 1/2. Cosine of pi over 6 is equivalent to root 3 over 2. And tangent of pi over 6 is equivalent to 1 over root 3. And we are in the third quadrant. So again, our final answer are going to have negative sine and cosine, but a positive tangent. So quadrant 3, we've got sine of 7 pi over 6 is going to be negative 1/2. Cosine of 7 pi over 6 is going to be negative root 3 over 2. And then tangent of 7 pi over 6 is equal to positive 1 over the square root of 3. Hopefully you got those same answers. And let's see. Okay, so next you've got some practices. If you want to have a little more practice with this on Khan Academy, go try these out right now.